Thank you, Madam President and trustees and members of the community. Last Friday was, of course, June 16th, the final day of classes for our students to wrap up the 2016-17 school year. It was just wonderful to be out in the schools and to watch on social media as the students were all celebrating the end of a great 2016-17 school year. And I also know that some of them were a little bit sad too to say goodbye to their teachers. I heard from a parent the other day that said the child's already saying how much they miss their teachers. So, so I wish all of our students a safe and happy summer. I want you to know that we miss you every day of summer, and we are counting the days till you return in September, on September 5th, for the start of the 2017-18 school year. I had the great opportunity to be at Allen Elementary on Friday morning as they celebrated the end of quite an adventurous year. And so they had an all-school assembly, Miss Linden, there's Principal Carrie Beal, and lots of parents, and every single child right there in their multi-purpose room, and you'll see they had a grand time that morning. They planted a tree to commemorate their very unusual year that the school community maneuvered through this year. We talked a lot about resilience and grit and fortitude and all of the lessons that they've learned together this year. From Allen Elementary, I was just so happy to get over to Michigan Theater, where I got to participate in a video with other community leaders produced by the Ann Arbor Spark and DDA, who sponsor the Tech Trek event downtown. We were interviewing there with Michigan Daily reporter and had just a great time. They've really amped up Tech Trek. And this is the line out front, more than 3,500 people in downtown Ann Arbor last Friday and Friday afternoon for the trek. Over 70 of our companies participated this year, and just as you can see there, all ages, from very, very young, the stroller brigade, all the way to senior citizens. So we really appreciate Menlo Innovations and Rich Sheridan and that company who provided a location for our Ann Arbor Public Schools. Our students were there with their robots, and that Pi High Samurai group, here they are with that robot that really is quite amazing. You'll see they have a great time there, and they do that all day long. So lots of older student to younger student connections around their learning and their technology, and all of our STEAM programs were on display, and just lots of great activity. While the school year has wrapped up and some of our schools are gearing down, Ann Arbor Rec and Ed is full steam ahead right now. They launched on Monday. They launched their program, and they also launched rockets, as you can see there at the Rec and Ed STEAM camps. If you get to see that, and I bet we can't hear it, but the children are just squealing with excitement over those rocket launches. So Rec and Ed kicked off 11 weeks of summer day camps this week. There are 14 camps running, ranging from sports to STEAM to arts to adapted bike camp. Over 360 young people from preschool to high school are participating, and currently, get this, around 5,000 registrations for camps this summer in Rec and Ed classes. Ms. Baccalor will be providing us an update next week. And these are just a few pictures to get us started, but you'll see, trustees, a lot more exciting things coming next week as well. In addition to Rec and Ed excitement and activity, there are a number of academic summer learning opportunities. Ms. Dickinson-Kelly and her instructional team shared those with us recently, trustees, but just a reminder, our Elementary Summer Learning Institute is for rising second and third grade students who have been recommended by their classroom teacher. There's also a session of a practice academy for rising fourth grade students. Our high school summer school offers both traditional and online classes for credit or for grade recovery. Our students use these classes to move ahead, to reinforce what they've learned during the year, and to do some catching up and credit recovery. Pathways to Success is offering high school completion summer courses as well as GED preparation. Middle school students who have been recommended by their classroom teacher are offered a program for additional support in both math and biology preparation. And trustees, we're just so excited to really move ahead on this algebra and math issue. And this summer program for middle schoolers is just over the top, hosted at our universities, and really giving students an opportunity to see themselves as successful math learners. That's what this program is all about. There is no feeling of being held back with this camp. It is a straight ahead, soar ahead math acquisition experience. There are a number of programs focused on supporting particular groups of students. I'm always excited, trustees, about the ELL summer opportunity, and we have that at a number of campuses, also in partnership with the University of Michigan. They do just amazing work with our ELL students. And trustees, you'll be receiving, as you always do, an invitation a little bit later in the summer to attend their celebration as they show their learning. It's just a wonderful event. Title I students are offered reading and writing support during this summer session, and Title III students, English language learners, support in core subject areas. Here's the overview. In addition to speaking and listening skills, there are also summer music programs in band, orchestra, jazz band, and drumline. I'm planning now to head up to Interlochen. I can hardly wait to see the celebration of the arts toward the end of the summer. Students also have the opportunity, and they take advantage of it, to enroll in online classes through our A2 Virtual Academy. And currently, our students are busy. There are registrations, get this, for over 2,000 summer virtual learning courses. So we are so busy in that program over this summer. Students can also elect to take community resource classes during the summer, and we have a number of students taking advantage of that opportunity as well. We are so pleased, trustees, and I was traveling over the weekend for Father's Day and was learned in another state that they had to close school a week early, and there would be no 4-week intersession during the summer due to budget constraints. And it just broke my heart to hear that entire communities are losing the summer enrichment and summer academic opportunities. So I'm just so proud that in the Ann Arbor Public Schools, we lead the way with summer learning, and we bridge that summer loss and really keep our students engaged around the year. I'm also delighted to share, trustees, and we'll send it in a regular update, but I want to say it to the community that we've arranged to add for transportation to our summer programming this year. And you know that's a big deal for students who want to get the summer learning, but the transportation is a barrier. So we're very pleased to offer that as well. I want to recognize the instructional division, a little bit like Rec and Ed. They're not folding up to go home for the summer. They're gearing up to offer even more. I appreciate that they plan for summer learning all year round, and they're ready to go once that mid-June time comes. Very excited to share. Trustees, you may have seen the live article this morning, but Rising Skyline Senior Yun Fei Ma is one of 20 finalists from 14 states selected to attend the Chemistry Olympiad study camp at the U.S. Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs, Colorado. The top 4 students by the end of camp on Wednesday, today, June 21st, will be seated on the U.S. team for International Chemistry Olympiad that will take place June 6th through 15th in Thailand. So very excited, and congratulations to Mr. Ma. Students in Barbara Martin's Pioneer Spanish 2 AC class wrote and illustrated children's books in Spanish, and they recently shared them with Katie Gibson's first grade class at Lawton, and Lawton Leopards right there. It was an amazing experience and showcases the terrific partnerships we have within our Ann Arbor Public Schools community. So older students wrote the children's stories and shared them with younger students in Spanish. On June 15th, 11th grade students from the home building program with teacher Mark Valsheen were featured on Around the Home with Lucy Ann Lance on her radio show. They recapped their year from the experiences on the building site to promoting their finished home. The house was featured in the Parade of Homes, and trustees, I believe that's still available if anybody in the community is looking to find a new home. All of the students plan to continue in the program in their senior year as well, and congratulations to Ann Arbor Public Schools home building program on this beautiful home. And if I understood correctly, Trustee Beskett, you were at that banquet also. I believe this home is significantly larger than what they've been building in the past, so it's quite impressive. The Pioneer High School Acapella Choir has been selected to perform at the 13th Annual Michigan Music Conference coming up in January in Grand Rapids. This is one of the highest honors that a performing arts group can achieve in Michigan, and our Pioneer Choir will perform on Michigan School Vocal Music Association Choral Hour, featuring 7 top choirs from across the state. Trustees, the budget, as you well know, is sitting on the governor's desk, and we are all waiting to see when the signature lands. We did learn that Ms. Minnick was right on target with her conservative approach to the budget. There are a couple of things that will fall to the good, it looks like, for Ann Arbor Public Schools. These are not large numbers, but in our new normal, we take anything that's not a cut as good news. And we were delighted to see that some at-risk funding, now trustees, not at the level we had hoped, but some at-risk funding remained in that package, at least through the final phase that we were aware of. And then also a $25 amount for every high school student. Now, don't get too excited. When you do the math, you'll see it isn't a huge difference for us, but I do believe it's a good flag in the ground, a good place to begin to really recognize that it takes more to educate high school students well when you're talking about developing expansive high school programs. So trustees, I know that you're finalizing the budget tonight, as you always have to do prior to the governor's signature, so you do this without full knowledge. But we are pleased to share that we're very close to the end, and hopefully trustees, prior to next Wednesday night, June 28th, will be able to learn more about this. Ms. Minnick has her calculator out, and she's working to make sure we know exactly how the changes will impact us here in Ann Arbor Public Schools, and that will allow us, trustees, to begin making our final plans as we prepare to launch the 2017-18 school year. So trustees, as always, it is such an honor to serve the Ann Arbor Public Schools, and we appreciate the opportunity to provide the superintendent's report. Thank you.